You silly fool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, no, I can't. I can't get that. I don't think you can do it unless it's a 5. That's what I'm coming up with.
I came up with that a bit ago.
She did not, because she didn't even see
well,
the move.
I wasn't looking
She didn't even see the move.
I didn't
so
see
before you
the-
tell me anything about what you figured out a while back, that's
I
a load of
knew
crap.
it all. I analyzed the word. My mind was like...
Yeah.
And then I was like...
She sure did.
No moves, calculated, that can do the input. Yep, that's what happened. Hello and welcome everybody, this is Botany and Board. I am Bailey.
And I'm Wyatt.
And today we have a 2-player run-through of my favorite game of all time, 5 Tribes.
5 Tribes.
Yes, so this is going to be the 2-player variant, so it's different than the 3-4 player. So I'm going to give you a brief how to play right now. So, 5 Tribes, as you see, there are all these 5 different meeples. The way it is going to go, this is the order of the game. There's first the bidding phases, in which players are going to bid the number of points in order to determine who gets to go first, second, and in our case, third and fourth. We each have 2 little meeples for each turn marker.
Tower meeples or
Tower
something.
meeple, but I don't really know what they are. Yeah. But we will first put them out, and then this will determine the bidding order. So currently, I would get to bid first. So let's just say I bid $1, and then Wyatt, you can bid?
I would bid 3 and 0.
3 and 0.
And I'd pay in my money.
So he would pay in his money, and then let's say I bid 0, and this will shove him back. So now the turn order, he will go first, and then me, then him.
Yep.
So first, on his turn, he would first move his player marker. Next up, he would then select a tile, pick up all meeples from that tile. He is going to drop off 1 at each spot and end where there is a similar color meeple. He is then going to pick up all meeples of that same color. Now, first things first, he checks for tile control. If no meeples exist, he gets to put a camel out. Next up, he takes the action of the meeple themselves. We will go over the actions in each one they do in just a bit. Then third, to complete his turn, he gets to take the action on the tile that he landed on. So I will go over those as well. So first up, rules of walking as well. So this is called Mancala, this option where you pick up everything, dropping 1 off each space you go in. You cannot backtrack, and you just cannot move diagonally. Otherwise, everything is kind of possible. There's also even a thing called a loop, and we will describe that. It'll probably come up, and we'll describe it when it comes in play. So now, for the meeples themselves. So the goal of the game is, of course, to get the most points. We each start with $50, which is also points because they...
Each dollar, 1 to 1. So
1 to 1.
You have 50 points / $50.
Yes, exactly. Because at the end of the game, you get 1 point per dollar you have. So there are several different ways to win and collect victory points, and all of the meeples have different ways to do it. So, the tribes. So the first tribe, the blue people. So these are the builders. So the builders, the way they work is if you were to pick them up from, let's say, this tile, if I were to walk legally and pick them up, these are going to get 3, however many meeples you have, times the number of blue tiles surrounding. So this would be 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be worth 15 points. To do that, pretty good spot.
And there's more red tiles on the board. There's more red than there are blue. So you do need, before you choose blue or the builders to grab from, you do need to check out where those blue tiles lie. Otherwise, they are less profitable.
Yes, exactly. So next up after blue is green. I'm going to stop walking them because I think you get that now. So the green meeples, you would pick up as many green resources.
And they're the merchants.
The merchants, yes. Sorry, the merchant tribe. the merchants. So you will then, if I were to pick up, let's say 2 meeples, I will get the first 2 resources. The resources is a set collection game. So it goes up where 1 is just worth 1, but then 2 is worth 3 points, and so on and so on. We'll insert the thing.
Yeah, it escalates.
Yes. So next up, we have the 2 kind of meeples that will be stored in front of you. So first off, we have the viziers. So these yellow viziers, they are worth 1 point apiece at the end of the game for however many you have sitting in front of you. However, there's a majority control in this one. So whoever has the most of them gets 10 points. Next up, we have the elders. So the elders are the white meeples. These are worth 2 points per meeple at the end of the game that are sitting in front of you. You'll also notice on the tile actions, they interact with to help you buy gens, which we'll talk about them in just a second. And then the main meeples, the assassins. So the assassins are the red meeples, and they will assassinate 1 meeple on a tile as many away as there are meeples. So if I were to pick up 3 red meeples...
Do you want me just to play out that turn that I had?
Let's do that.
We did white, red, and then I got here. There was 3 red assassins there, so I pulled up the 3, which means I can assassinate any meeple on the board 3 away from this particular tile. The other option I have is if Baley owned an elder or a vizier in her hand and we were going for control of those, or she was going to use them to buy gens or genies, I could also assassinate 1 meeple out of Baley's hand.
Yes.
But in this case, because I landed here, I'm going to pull this, and I have the option to assassinate from the tile that I landed on. So I would assassinate the builder, and that would give me control of this tile, which would allow me to place a camel and get the 10 points at the top.
Yes. So those are the 5 tribes and what they do. So lastly, there are action spaces but they're pretty self-explanatory, so we'll just go over them as we land on them in the game. And the only other thing is the genies. So this action space does allow you to buy one, and we will go over one of the genies the first time someone purchases them. But they just give you a special ability and then also victory points themselves listed at the top right. But we will go over those when we find them. And I think that...
Do you want to say 2 of the icons on the board are castles and palm trees, and castles are worth 5 points.
Yes.
And when you land on a spot that has a castle, it gains a castle regardless of if you control the spot. Same with the palm tree. If you land on it and you pull meeples, then it will gain a palm tree and thus gain 3 points. So when you eventually take it, you'll have the total of the tile being 5, 8, 4, whatever it is, plus however many palm trees and or castles were on that tile. One other thing to keep in mind, I think Baley probably said, is that if I was to walk my meeples in the Mancala method, I have to end my turn with the same colored meeple, even if it's not all of them. I have to end on whatever tile. It has to have one of the meeples that I had in my hand. So if I pick up a red, blue, white, I need to end on a tile that has a red, blue, or white. Otherwise, that is an invalid move.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Other than that, I think we're ready.
Perfect. So do you want to restart the bidding order?
Sure. Well, so it actually ended up here, unless you don't, because I did pull these out randomly.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So.
Okay, so I get first bid. So I'm going to look over the board and see if there's any dynamo spots that I just do not want to let him have. I'm also thinking through to myself, do I want to try to put myself back to back or alternating? And you'll see how important that becomes as we play. Because
the bidding is a big deal in the 2-player version of this.
I will bid $1.
She's going to bid $1.
As I said in the example.
Pushing the envelope.
Pushing the envelope.
I will go ahead and do...
It is now 2023, so Happy New Year, everyone watching.
Oh, hope you guys had a good one.
Yeah. I hope if you had any New Year's resolutions, they're still going strong. This is week 1. It's the 6th, January 6th.
Very difficult resolutions.
Yes.
I will go 3 and 5.
3 and 5. Pay your money, sir. And then I will bid 0, so I can go by myself. Okay.
Okay. A question: Are we pulling resources left or right, or right to left?
You will buy this one first. This is 1, and it'll refill at the back.
Sounds good. All right.
Also, I laid out the money so that you guys could verify that we both started with 50 coins. But it doesn't say in the rule book that it has to be public knowledge at all times. So you can keep this a little secretive.
I went here, grabbed all the green merchants, and I'm going to take the first 3 into my hand. Okay. And I'm going to add a castle to this area. 1 castle, please.
Palace.
Palace. Oh, is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yes.
Palace. And then for my next turn, I'm going to figure out how to get that.
You will not be Sultan if you don't even know it's a palace.
That could be true, though.
I'm already winning in
She's winning
palace
in some form.
Speaking of camels,
if you can hear our dogs
drinking water, they're little mini camels.
Mm-hmm.
They drink a lot of water for the size they are. My mom actually, she has their own dog bowls for when we at her house for when we come and visit, and her water bowl is huge. And I'm like, at first I was like, it's a little excessive, but then I'm like, makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna go here and take the 2 white meeples, and which are elders. And yep, and then I'm gonna add a camel because I took the spot. And your turn.
Okay, my turn.
So that was my 2.
I should have been looking at the board more. I was kind of just sipping my coffee, enjoying badgering you.
Mm-hmm. That was noticed. Oh, okay.
Okay. I am going to do this.
Okay.
I am going to go 1, 2, 3. I too am joining the resource game.
Okay.
And I will get this papyrus and a fakir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then next up, I bet you can guess what I'm going to do.
Where did you land and grab that? Here?
Oh, yes. So I would also like to pay 6, thank you, to pick up 2 of the first 6. So there's only so many out here, but here's 6 coins. And I would like, what are the most rare? Carpet.
Cops are like a 4, I want to say.
So I will take these 2.
Okay.
All right. And
now for
my next turn, move my meeple down first.
Okay.
I will select my ones I'm going to walk. Mm-hmm. I will walk 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Take the tile action, which currently... Oh, yes. Check for tile control. I'm going per the rule book. Check for tile control.
You have control.
First. Take your meeple action. These have no action currently, but will sit in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get to activate the tile itself to get a palm tree.
Okay.
So.
Bidding. So I'll go ahead and bid 1 and 3.
1 and 3. I will go 0-0. I'm feeling cheap today.
That is definitely must be a today thing because usually she spends.
Yeah.
She's a spender.
Clearly, they can see how games, plans. Actually, so you guys should watch our board game in review at Game Show. We did a 2022 year in review.
That's
where
how much she did spend. Yeah.
Wyatt tries to guess how much I spent on certain games.
I did pretty good. Better than you'd think. And I was really surprised when I started hearing the numbers about how much some of the games were. So that was...
It was actually a pretty light year, though.
Interesting.
So I track all my prices on Board Game Geek, and so I ended up buying 17 games and spent $733. So.
Mm-hmm.
Ish. Sometimes I did find that, when I look at it, sometimes I go back and I feel like sometimes I put tax and sometimes I don't. Because if I only purchase one game and I just see the whole total, then I go ahead and include the tax. But then if I bought a bunch of games, right, for Miniature Market, I pretty much I don't include the tax it's ish. But 733 is what I recorded in Board Game Geek.
Nice.
How much did you guys spend in 2022? That is the question.
Hopefully
leave it in
less
the comments
than that.
below.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm like, oh my God, hopefully they didn't spend that much.
But what I like to do is I like to have the price and then record my plays, and then it's how much was it price per play, and figure out what was actually like my cheapest game. I think Roll for It is definitely our cheapest game because it's only like $8 to start, and we've played it a ton. But is it a penny per play? I don't know about that.
Oh, this starts back.
Oh yes. Oh yes. So at the end of the round, now we refill everything back up. So these shuffle to the front. 1, 2.
I'm gonna go ahead and take all the blues from here.
5, 6.
And that is 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
9.
So 3 times 5, I get $15. And I could interact with the gens. So I will go ahead, and it looks like.
So I'll go over this while he's looking at those. So he can spend 1 white meeple plus the option of either 2 white meeples or a white meeple and a fakir in order to get a gen, which is what he's doing.
So I'm gonna do 1 white meeple
and 1 fakir.
And I'm gonna pick up Shanghai, which makes a white meeple worth double.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
So then for my next turn.
Oh yes, I wanted to show off a minute because I didn't go over these. So the makeup of the gens. So up here's the victory points. This will indicate its special ability. Also on some of them, as you can see in Inky, he requires, in order to activate the ability, you must first spend this amount. His that he purchased, she just is a end-game victory point condition. When you have a gen, you can activate its ability once per turn.
Okay.
I feel like my coffee's cooling off quickly today.
Oh.
It's supposed to snow again today, which I was like, that's
always snowing
took me by
here.
surprise.
I'm going to take the first 2 more pots for me, I
Or-
guess, and I will get the 15-point area there.
Is this your first turn or your second turn? You really should be better about moving the thing.
Second, because remember I just bought this
Yes,
and then
that's
you
right.
showed it off. I
We
think
all
she got
know
distracted with
if
the
you-
explanation. That's not really my fault. Okay. And I can't interact with it because I don't have 2 white meeples or a white meeple and a fakir. So, Bailey, it is your turn.
Okay.
Your first turn.
My first turn. So I for sure want to get resources because I need pots and fish. So I really want to do just that. So I am going to go like so. And make this a nice juicy yellow spot. 1. Make this a nice juicy white spot, setting ourselves up later.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why is everything so juicy today?
I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
I don't have any juice.
Yeah.
So 3.
Wouldn't mind some juice,
1,
though.
2, 3. I was really excited about that. So I am at 5 on the resource track. Which, how many is that worth, Wyatt?
5 is worth, off the top of my head, 17 or so. 21.
21 points so far.
That's pretty close.
Okay. So that was my first move. Where did I end? I ended...
Somewhere with juicy spots. And I don't even know.
Was it here?
You picked up resources, so something, it must have been there. Somewhere without green.
So I would like a Jin as well.
She's got to focus more so she knows what
I know. I'm sorry. Okay. So I believe I ended here and picked up all the green.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like a Jin. Now, one of them is I get an additional ability whenever I assassinate certain meeples, which we haven't done too much assassination, so that could be interesting.
Sure.
Or I'll take that one. I'll take the 6, please.
Okay.
So I will spend 1 and 1 as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. And then now that I have this new ability, I want to use it already. I just want to do it. So I will go like so. Okay, so I'm going to try to do the said looping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just going to do this just to get a bunch of
the viziers.
Okay. And I just really want to use my ability.
Was that your first move?
No, that was my second.
Okay. You need to pull this down.
Sorry. Okay.
All right.
So, hold on.
Oh.
I'm not done. I get the option to get a genie, and it's not my most favorite, but it's worth 8 points, so I will.
Okay.
I'll take it.
All right. Meeple, please.
And keep these.
Okay. Bidding. I'm going to do 1, 3.
Hold on. I got to refill. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, jewels.
So I threw in a 5, so I get 1 back. Okay.
What did you bid?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. Okay, well, I think there's so many moves. I feel like they'll still be plenty.
There'll still
I'll just
be
go
plenty.
0-0.
I only take the 1, 3 because if you have to bid it all, you're going to spend more than me.
Mm-hmm.
If for some reason you feel like you need to. Okay, so my first move. I think I'm going to go there.
Can I borrow the Jin thing so I can double check my person's ability, please?
Sure.
Flat fingernail problems.
Wow. Song style. That was something. Okay, I'm going to land here and take all these white meeples. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have the option to spend money to buy one of the first 3, and I actually will do that in this case. So I'll spend 3, and I would like to, yes, please. And then for my next move, go here, and I'll clear it. And then I will take, I'm going to take this guy off and take the 8. Can't decide. The 5 is like, and you end up with a, but I won't get a castle on my, yeah, I cleared there. So I'll go ahead and snipe this guy to clear the 8.
Okay, very nice. And the tile
But
action.
I did pull 3. Could I even go, is there anybody out there further away of interest?
Another thing you can do, if you have extra fakirs, you can spend 1. So say you wanted to get like all the way over here and assassinate somebody, you can spend additional fakirs in order to assassinate further away.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, well, with move 1, I think I will do this. 1. Actually, no, go 1, 2, 3.
Okay. And you get a castle, and you cleared the spot. Or a palace. And you cleared the spot. Okay.
2 white meeples.
2 white meeples.
Okay. Then for my next turn, 1. Actually, I'll leave. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Assassinate.
The blue meeple.
Yes, and I want to assassinate.
And that allows you to
and I'll assassinate this, and I get the victory points it would have gotten. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bidding.
Right.
I will go with. I think I'll do 1 and 3 again.
Okay. I'll just go 0-0 one more time.
Okay. So the bidding order will stay the same.
Yep. So cheap. I'm going to refill my coffee cup.
You go right ahead.
Brain juice, brain juice. I'm also sitting on a pillow, so if you thought I was as tall as Wyatt. Close, but not close.
It's not that close either.
So close.
I'm 6'4".
Oh yeah, I guess you might not know how tall we are.
Yeah, that's true.
How tall do you think we are?
And Baley is 5'1", and I'm 6'4".
Yeah.
And I have a short torso. I'm all legs, and so it's an odd setup.
So I'm 5'1" with a normal torso,
Mm.
or no long torso, and
She has
no
a
short
really
legs,
long torso
and really short legs.
and really short legs. We're like the oddest couple to like walk around like on a sidewalk.
Yeah, people sometimes like just take pictures of us because they're like, it's a spectacle.
Because we're good looking. They're like, wow, like a circus. You mean?
That's a good looking circus.
That's a good looking walking circus. All right.
Little kids are like, hey mom, look, they're from the circus. They let them out.
They let them out. Indeed.
Have you ever been to a circus? I have not.
I'm trying to think if I have or.
Should we go to the circus? Has anyone been? I almost went to Cirque du Soleil once, but then my friends were like, nah, they didn't want to do it. So we ended up doing like just going to dinner or something. But we could have went to Cirque.
I'm going to go 1. Trying to see if there's any other way to do this. 2, 3, 4. And I'll take these 2.
Okay.
And I could interact with that.
I feel like I need to assassinate your people over there with that 2, all those being worth 4.
And then my next move, this is what I was really going for.
His next move.
Now I'm going to do a loop.
Here he goes. He's
Here
looping.
comes
All
the
right,
loop.
so here's a successful loop that I was trying to do.
1.
Here he goes. So anytime you have 5
2,
with 2 red meeples.
3, 4.
Yes, you can walk around.
5.
Yes.
And I'm going to take out the 12 and the
Yeah.
10 all at once and go double. That's what I was up to. I didn't actually care about that first move. I mean, there's way better things to do, but I need to drop 1 off on the 10 and clear the 12 in order to walk through.
Would you like to get a Jin?
This time around, still no. Yeah. Well, I don't have a fakir. If I had a fakir, but since they're worth my whites are now worth 4. I'm like, until I have that resource in my hand, it's not worth my time. In my opinion. I could be wrong. Somebody out there could tell me I'm wrong. But don't.
Of course they will.
You won't. Because you can't. Because this is too tricky. You have to really watch our game in order to tell me a better move. But you could pause it and look for a long time.
My first move, I will go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And that's 4 times 3.
4 times 3 is 12. 12 points. Plus 10 points. That was a 22-point turn.
22-point
Pretty
turn.
good. Pretty good. Okay, now what shall she do now?
Why is it worth so much?
Because I cleared a spot. 5, 10.
Oh, I see.
22.
I see what you're doing. Okay, that's what you think it's worth.
You need some brain juice.
No, I just got 22 on one turn. Just
he's been looping.
Looping. So
Lupin the Third.
Lupin the Third, which is one of my favorite animations. So if you want to check out a good anime, Lupin the Third classic. Plus, there's so many years worth. Like, I definitely recommend starting at the beginning and working your way up. But even some of the new stuff is really good. I'm trying to think who the publisher. I think it's Monkey Punch. I think that might be the publisher for Lupin the Third.
Okay. All right. For my next move, I will do this. I will go
Seems so confident. And
1.
Then followed by an Okay. Dropping a blue. And then...
I'm trying to decide if I want to set this one up for better success. Okay, I'm just going to do this.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do this.
Okay, because you'll get that, and then you get things for assassinating.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of handy for you right now.
So whenever I assassinate, I could have went 3 away though, but I'm not. I will get tile control. Tile control. And then I will get a palace.
Major Tom, the ground control.
This is the, please don't be a fakir. Please be a good resource that I don't have. Maybe the jewels. Damn it.
Fakir.
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 Okay.
Okay, so that was that. That was a little bit less. But I still got 10 points. That's
and you
fine.
could have got something that was like
yeah,
more
I was hoping.
There's
I was
a possibility.
Alas.
Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. All right, back to bidding. I will go. I mean, I guess I should look at the board, but I'm so used to saying 1 and 3.
He can't do anything else.
That's all I can do.
He's a 1 and 3 bidder.
Yeah.
If you bid 1 and 3, he'll stare at you until you move it.
You're like, it's my bid.
Yeah, you're like, he's gonna find me in the night.
Can't stop me now.
If I don't move it.
Okay, I am gonna do 1 and 3. I can't think of a better solution. I like my people next to each other, and if Bailey's gonna spin,
want to bid 5.
I want her to bid more.
I do want to bid 5.
Okay,
so,
go ahead.
And
5.
then I will go ahead and bid 0.
Okay.
So I only want this 1 move.
Okay.
So, because this is worth 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4.
16.
So 16 points.
Okay. So worth 11 because she spent 5.
It seemed good though. Like it seemed like I didn't want you
it's good to get points anytime.
Well, I didn't want you to have it where you had already spent, because you could have just taken it, and you
that's
only
why
spent
I bid 1 and 3.
Yep. All right, 1 and 3.
Okay, so now it is my turn.
Number 3.
Okay, so for my turn, I mean, mine seems pretty obvious, I think. I think I need to do it because it's worth a lot for me.
Your whites, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I know.
just
I was
go.
like, yep. I thought
And
that.
take the 2. Oops, take the 2. Clear the tile. And then I could buy one of the first 3, but I'm not going to.
I know. I wish there was I would even pay $5 to take all the fakirs out. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Because even the first 6 is not good enough for me. I want these resources here.
It's not good enough for
But
her.
I could buy some just to clear him out. But then I have to spend a lot of time doing that. And I think he's winning so far. I'm a little bit intimidated by his 4 points with each white. And we have about the same going on with resources. So I'm thinking that I'm not doing quite so good. And he has put out a lot more camels, and he has the highest point tiles. He got the 15, the 12, and the 10. So this is not looking good for me, folks. And he has a don't cares. I got to get it together. Get it together.
I landed on my own spot, so I get another castle. And then I'm going to go ahead and assassinate the 8.
It's a palace.
The palace, yes, sorry.
He wants to be sultan, and he doesn't even know.
Yeah, so for me, to land on my own spot, it was just to add another palace to it, so that was worth 5. Yes, that was both moves.
Okay.
And then I assassinated the 8 because it was higher than the 6.
All right. So my turn. I'm going to do this.
Okay.
1, 2.
Okay.
Take the first 2.
Yeah. And then buy 2 of the 6.
Then I will then unleash it for myself. So I have to pay $6, which is kind of unfortunate.
I think it's worth it in this case because you're at 5.
Yeah. So 2 of the first 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 1 short. Darn it.
The wheat?
Yeah, I needed the wheat.
Oh, that's weird. That's the thing you need. I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the case.
So I will also then take something else, I guess. And what do you?
I don't know that it matters for me. You could leave the pots.
I'll leave the pots because he's an overabundance of pots. The man they went on sale and he just got too many.
Yeah, so I had a pottery class and got really interested in them.
He watched the movie Ghosts where they
The movie Ghosts.
Have you not seen that where they have that pottery
with
scene?
Patrick Swayze?
Yes, they have the
I
pottery
haven't actually
scene.
watched it, but Bailey's a big Dirty Dancing fan, so not surprised that she has. Okay, so
both in
that
life
concluded.
and
Yes. I don't know what that means exactly in life to be a dirty dancer. Is that throw sand in your eye as you try to do the Argentine tango and you're and the other competition falls? Yeah, she's a dirty dancer. Or is it a pig pen from Charlie Brown and she just doesn't bathe a lot? She's literally a dirty dancer.
Yeah.
Or does it mean something much more sensual? I don't know.
This is still coffee time.
Yeah, okay. You get first bid.
Oh, I get first bid.
Yeah, because you bid. You're the big spender.
Okay, 5. First I want to refill my resources. Ooh, more jewels.
But you wanted the wheat at this point.
I know, I want the wheat.
That's hilarious.
There's more wheat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not hilarious. Stop. Look at him. He's like,
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Okay.
The hilarity.
I would like to go... I will bid 3.
She's gonna bid 3. Okay.
Started spending, you guys. Once it starts, you just can't stop. So, how this game ends is if one of us puts out our last camel, which at this rate is going to be Wyatt because he only has 3 left, or we run out of legal moves. And I feel like we have pretty good legal moves because we have so many stacked up in some of these pockets, we can make it pretty far. But the camels. And so everybody then will complete the whole round of all of our 4 turns before game is end, and then we will do final scores. Also, if you want to know, we actually recorded this already, and I won gloriously 224 to 183. But Wyatt's phone died, which does our overhead cam in here, and so it died, and so we didn't have the footage. So here we are again this morning. Re-recording. So, if, just to be known, if he wins this time, technically, I did win on the initial because I'm coming from behind, you guys. I need to get our leaderboard up. I like to keep the competition hot, the fire in your eyes,
I'm going to go 1 and 0.
I will go 0 and push your thing back.
Okay.
Haha, now we're split. No more setting
did you pay in your 5?
3. I already did.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah. No, I didn't pay 5.
Your turn first?
I bid 5, you fool. Okay. I want to go like so.
Okay.
I will move 1.
Yep.
To get the yellow to...
Do a 2 for 6.
Yes.
Spend
2
your 6.
for 6. 5, 6. He thinks he knows me when I'm up to. And I want these 2 because he also kind of needed jewels. And so I'm taking it from him. I'm the one who manipulated the market and bought all this stuff. They're mine. Okay. Your turn.
Okay. For my move.
So while he's thinking over his turn, I'll go ahead and do the plant spotlight. The Parlor palm, because I saw in the box there was palm trees. So here she is in all of her glory. There's also a big one over there behind you. Do you see it?
Oh, yeah. Isn't that from a recent...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is the Parlor palm. Have we already talked about the Parlor palm on here?
I thought we had talked about the Parlor palm, but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the Parlor palm is back, everybody, because why not? It's great. So this one is pretty easy care. Water about once a week to once every couple weeks in the winter. And it has a nice, fun little branching. It comes out first whenever the new branches come out, and then they all just kind of open down. It does like high humidity, though, so that's the only thing. If you live in a dry environment, you'll either need to kind of put some humidity via a humidifier in your house, or not get this one. But if you live in a humid place or have a humidifier, it is a great addition. I really like it. So just nice green foliage and nice kind of fun easy to care. And I feel like it's one that, like, with the shape of its leaves, I feel like it wouldn't get pests very often either.
And do they get really tall?
They can get tall. Well,
are they expensive?
No. I can't remember off the top of my head how much they are, but like normal range. They're not rare or anything.
Normal range for Baley is an interesting statement. What is normal for you?
Well, I don't know if it's like a $20 plant, maybe. It's probably pretty normal. They're in like the $15 to $20 for a plant that's like small to medium. Like $22, I feel like for like a small to medium plant is probably pretty standard. So, anyways, the Parlor Palm.
The Parlor Palm. All right, so back to my turn.
Have I convinced any of you to buy a plant yet? Please let me know.
Yeah, you should. I mean, they are kind of nice. They look nicer than like just, I don't know, regular decor by itself.
Or
and it's
like
living.
Artificial decor,
Yeah, and it like, I don't know, it does hypothetically make the air you breathe better. Mm-hmm. So, I mean.
So pure in here, you guys.
In these days, that does sound important. So, yeah, there's that. Okay. For my turn, I think I'm going to do...
You left.
Oh, I lost. Sorry. I think I'm going to go...
Stand them up if you're not sure.
I'm pretty sure.
You could always stand them up just in case.
Yep. I sure could. But I'm not going to. Look, I stood him up.
He did the loop.
And I looped.
And he got a palm.
And
the Parlor Palm.
I'm going to go ahead and assassinate the 6.
Okay. There you are.
Okay.
That was his move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now for my turn.
The resource track goes, just so everyone knows, 1, 3, 7, 13, 21, 30, and then it starts jumping by 10s. Mm-hmm. So 30, 40, 50, 60. There's a total of 9 potential resource cards. So Bailey's got a really nice hand, and like
7
it's
only.
At the end of the game. I'm not even going to compete for that stuff because the fakirs have like overrun the resource track at this point. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And get 2 times 1, 2, 3, which is 6 points. And then I would like to get a Jin.
Okay.
So I wanted Lita, because she says that once can I have Lita, please?
Yeah. So Lita. With 4 points, and you can spend a fakir and a white meeple, and you get to put a camel anywhere you want that doesn't have a palace, a palm tree, or a. What'd you hand me?
I'm spending it.
Oh, I thought you already handed me one.
I did to buy it first, and now I'm actually going to activate the ability now that I bought. So it looks like the best I think I can get is one of these 6-point tiles. Looks like everything else has already went. So it's really good to get it at the beginning when like the 15-point tile or the 12-point tile is empty. But alas, they're not. So I think the best I can get is a 6, and I will try to just get one that's like in the way maybe of him trying to do stuff. So this one seems good.
Okay. My turn, and I guess depending on how I do it, it's the last turn. It looks like it can be.
No.
I don't want the resources at all. Oh, God. I could do it this way, but then it's worth 8.
Yeah, and palm trees worth 11.
And I can't get double by, well, I mean, like, I can get 2, but, I have 2. So then I will go a different route. I think I want to eliminate this one as a possibility for doing more.
Okay, those are also worth
4 apiece.
Man, he might kill me just with those white. I probably should have took the whites just so that you couldn't get them.
And that ends my turn. Bidding. What would you like to bid?
I will bid 3.
I will bid 0.
I will bid 1.
Okay. And I will bid, now I can look for the real move. I was wondering what you would do. I'll go ahead and bid 5.
Okay. Do you want to refill the gins? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh, a tenner.
Ooh, spices came out. Oh.
Maybe do this and assassinate the green. So it's not a possibility. Because that other one's going to put you there. Even if you do the 2 for 6, not worth the time. This doesn't help me at all, but...
Gives you 8 points if you assassinate the thing.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and assassinate the green.
Camel.
And add a camel.
Okay. This is what I'll do.
Alright.
Alright, here we go. So I'm going to have to walk these people out.
Alright.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
5.
Okay.
6.
Alright. So you're going to assassinate something.
Okay, I'm going to assassinate the white.
Okay.
Which will let me put out a thing. This lets me put it in front of me. Okay. Then, this is my first move. You just hold your horse so I can see your game.
You get a palm tree because this is where you ended. That's what I've been trying to do. Because I thought you follow the turn order, but you stopped that, I guess.
No.
Oh, okay. You're back on the turn order.
You guys.
Earlier, she criticized me for jumping the gun with this. Like, well, put the palm
because
tree
I'm
down.
in my head, like, trying to make
She's
sure I
in
do
her
all
own
the thing.
head.
Okay, so I ended here.
Yes.
Now,
you're gonna do
I will
for 3.
spend 3, 2.
Yes.
So here's 5. Get 2 1s back, and I will take the pots. Okay, next up, on my turn.
No. Whatever you just did, that was all cheating. You pulled from here.
I assassinated
You do
there.
not
Okay.
get to spend anything and pull pots.
Okay. See, but you got me all off in my thing. That's why. Okay, so I ended here.
And
and I assassinated that.
And you
That'll
got
let me put it in front of me. Okay. On
Now
the
it's your
same turn, I would like to use Lita's ability.
Okay.
I would
all right.
like to spend these.
With you there, that's legal.
And put one out again. And I will put it out on...
Looks like the 8. 8's the highest. You have one there.
Okay.
Okay.
So
now
my next move. But I guess I'll just mess this up so that way you can't get a thing on your... So 3 viziers. I went way over.
No, that was smart, because if you didn't do that, I was going to take 3 to put the pressure on you next round to have to take one of those spots. So, yeah, I think that was a good move.
It was really sad, because I feel like he's going to win. But I'm like... My problem, though, see, I should have been getting more whites, because I have Lita, and I could have used her a lot more. Inky I've never been able to use, but he's worth 8, so that's okay. I've used this a couple times, so I think she's been worthwhile. But so I'm down to 3 though, so I kind of caught up a little bit on camel spots with the help with Lita.
Sure. You have a good resource track.
Yeah. Yeah, if I could have done that 1 for 3 instead of the palm tree, that's what I was looking at it, is like I would get 1 for 3, and I was like had it in my head for that move. Otherwise, I probably could have done a better, like, do 1 move, do 2 moves, and had my second move be more profitable than just solidifying the 10 points, But it is what it is.
That would also create a legal move, so I'm going to have to do it really strategic.
Really strategic. Three viziers.
And then I could do 1 for 3, and I don't need any more pots. So now let me look at the board and make sure that's exactly what I want to do. There's no way to touch anything together on the final move that I can see. So thus the game is over. Okay.
You ruined it for everyone.
I did that.
Okay. I shouldn't have said anything and let him do that, and then I could have got the white, which would have been 3 more points.
I didn't even see the white. It was like hidden under the tree. It was like sideways under here.
If I would have picked up the 2 whites, I could have also used Lita's ability one more time and got an extra thing.
Which would have been another 6 at this point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
6. Okay.
All right.
Let's score it up.
Let's score it up. Predictions. Who will win? I think Wyatt will win.
I honestly think Baley will win.
Aw.
Well, you have a ton of money.
I do have money.
I don't even know how she got so much money.
Because I actually did blue quite a few times.
Yeah.
And I normally never do blue. And I also bid 0 for a lot.
Let's score it up.
Okay. Scoring shall begin.
I have 32.
Okay.
You want me to write it or?
No. We got it. You have 32.
Yep.
I have 5. I wasn't sure where they can see exactly. Do you know where my screen cuts off?
You could set it right anywhere.
I'll just set it up here.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57.
57.
$57. That's not that much.
Okay.
Okay, viziers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 viziers. Plus, that will be enough to solidify the victory. So I get 19.
I get 3.
3. Okay. White. Oh no. Oh no. Scissor was 4.
I have 12, so 48.
48. Wow. So that was my bad. I definitely should have been just taking white meeples knowing that he had those.
But she kind of negated it by getting a lot of money, and then she has a lot of resources.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Jins. I have 10, 18.
Okay. I have 6.
Palm trees. I have 1. You have 1.
Okay.
Each worth 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Palaces, not castles. Palaces.
You have 3.
1, 2, 3.
And I have
concur. 3. So we each get 15, all tied up on those.
Mm-hmm.
Those. So that's negated. All right.
Camels.
Camels. Start with you first.
All right. I have an 8. Plus 12 is 20. 20 plus 8 is 28. Plus 6 is 34. 34 plus 6 is 40. 40 plus 10 is 50. 50 plus 5, 55. 55 plus 8 is 63. 63 plus 15 is 78. 78 plus 6.
84. That is higher than both of us had last time. 78 was your last score. So my turn.
Yep.
Yep.
So 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. 16 plus 8 is 24. 24 plus 6 is 30. 30 plus 6 is 36. Plus 5 is 41. Plus 8 is 49.
So I did worse than mine. You did better. So this is not going to look good.
But your resources are, I'd say, better overall than...
Yeah, not
because
that
great. Or did I get no resources last? I got 9.
You didn't.
Okay,
you got 9.
So I got some.
So I think you're going to beat me. But
how many
we'll
resources did you get in your
1,
big
2,
row?
3, 7.
7 is worth 40 plus 2. 42.
These are worth...
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. My bad. 43.
He tried to cheat me out of a point. We all saw
out of
here.
1 point. So if it comes down to 1 point, we'll know I cheated her.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I did
unsportsmanlike conduct.
13 plus 1, so I had 14. Okay, and then are you gonna pull up the calculator and I will?
Yes. Once I find out where it said.
Or I can add it.
No, it's okay. I can get a calculator.
I'm gonna add it while she's gone. Let's see. 57 plus 19. I should do it the old school way. I wonder how they teach it nowadays in schools. Anyway, 57 plus 19.
I got it. 57
plus
plus 19
is
76.
76 plus 18. You can sit down.
Okay.
Is that anticipation?
Yes.
57 plus 19 plus 18 plus 3.
Plus, I wanted to see what for sure the score.
Plus 15 plus 49 plus 43.
204.
That's
a good score.
That's a good score. 32.
But not going to be enough.
No, I think you won from what I can tell.
I don't think so.
My quick eyeballing feels like it won. 32 plus 3 plus 48 plus 9 plus 15 plus 84 plus 14.
Ooh, 205. It was a 1-point game.
Oh, well, see? So I guess it would have been a 2-point game. So I would have cheated you out of 1 point.
This kills me.
So, okay. It was clipping all of that up. Final score, I win 205 to 204. It was very, very close. But as we've all seen who the better player is, I'll now walk away from 5 Tribes as the victor. And regardless of what Baley says about past games that may or may not have got recorded correctly.
224 to 183. I smoked him last time, you guys.
That might have happened, but you'll never see that because that footage had some corruption into it. So this footage...
I think he deleted. I think he ran. I won by 224, and then he's like, oh, my phone died. The footage is gone.
That is what happened. Fate. So anyway... I hope you've enjoyed 5 Tribes. We definitely have. I definitely have.
I did, but
we normally do a review and rating,
but
this is Bailey's number 1 game, and this is my number 2 game of all time. So this is a great game.
I am bitter. And
Bailey is bitter.
Mm-hmm.
She's a sour apple.
Yeah, I like sour apples.
She likes sour apples, which is perfect because that's what you are.
That makes me feel better about being bitter now.
Yeah.
If you guys feel bad for me, or tell me, please, if there was anywhere we missed 1 point somehow. Did I throw in an extra $1? Did he not get it put in his money? Let us know if I really won.
Tell us that happened. I will delete that.
No, you won't. I'll see it too. We both get notified.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed our playthrough of 5 Tribes, and let us know if there's something you thought about the game or a different game you'd like us to run a playthrough for, and we'd be happy to do so. So
thanks so much for hanging out, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.